Assalamualaikum and good afternoon everyone. My name is Siti Nur Sharifah Zakia binti Cekar. My metric number is 147555.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Tinisma binti Talha. My metric number is 147.62.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nurul Aisyah binti Nasir, metric number 148944.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Sarah Rifani, metric number 145224. With my other team members, we present KC regarding the influence of organizational culture and conflict on market orientation based on Islamic perspective.
Islamic organizational culture. In the context of challenges due to the changing world, Islamic values inherent in a market orientation are supposed to provide a source of strength spiritually and mentally. It is the set of values that are found in Islamic sources such as the Quran and Hadith. In this report, we find that Islamic corporate culture's values are divided into two, which are ihsan and ithqan. Referring to the word ihsan, as a Muslim, we are always familiar with this hadith of Prophet Muhammad. Ihsan is doing something as if you see him, and if you cannot see him, then rest assured that Allah will see your deeds. There are many values or behaviors that we can see in ihsan. There is sincerity, honesty, accountability, and much more. Next, the word ithqan is derived from the Prophet's hadith. Allah is fond of you who does work with ithqan. Ithqan also refers to the high quality of the outcomes of a good job rather than the superficial quality. It will imply encouraging Islamic organizational employees to be professional and disciplined in their work. Ithqan as a value can be translated into behaviors such as cooperation, knowledge, consultative decision making, and many more. Overall, both ithqan and ihsan values merely based on the cultural values of Prophet Muhammad SAW and his companions. From the Islamic perspective, there are many more and uncountable values that have been shown before. The values then will create the solution to solve the interdepartmental conflict that happened.
Next is the solution for the conflict problem used by Islamic perspective is the Salam model method. The Salam model is a potential apparatus that can be utilized along with the attention staying away from the model. This model follows a progression of steps starting with the right comprehension of the current conflict, and it closes with a form of peaceful agreement. First, stating the conflict. It begins by stating the contention C, which implies that the conflict is characterized obviously to all gathering partaking in such a clash. Second step is agreeing that conflict exists. The taking and interest gathering ought to agree that a conflict exists without making any judgment and ignoring any close to home inclination. Next step is listen and learn. Listen and learn measures happen between parties, which is the critical step of the model. Most gathering need to pay attention to other people and learn. Next is advising one another, which advising each other by tracking down a typical region that both are sharing as a ground for peacemaking and tracking down a shared view from which to track down the most ideal arrangement. Finally, the last step is minimizing parts of contention as a conceivable through a proactive discussion. Damaging clash sources could be tried.
ASP model as a conflict resolution. The ASP model is one of the conflict resolution approach used in the organizational in order to minimize the potential of conflict. The ASP model consists of three principles, which is Shura, Nasiha, and Ta'awun. First, Shura or consultation. The main purpose of Shura is to provide an objective approach based on the understanding of Quran and Hadith to managing conflict. Thus, it is required both parties to sit down and discuss on how to solve that conflict. Next principle is Nasiha or advice. Sincere advice and viewpoint exchange between parties foster a shared understanding of the impact of the change. Thus, conflict can be solved if they are openly accept each other's advice. Last principle is ta'awun or cooperation. It is necessary to create a healthy atmosphere that prevents negative conflict, as it will reduce aggression in the workplace. Therefore, people are encouraged to support each other so that they can avoid any conflicts.
Lastly, I will present the 5 other approaches. Firstly, the proactive model. This model is derived from Prophet Muhammad SAW leadership ideal. The steps start with survey and end with institutionalize. If the outcome is satisfied, the change may be established in the organization. However, if it shows unsatisfied result, the model suggests to return to planning step. Furthermore, is Muhammad Tahlil Azim's conflict handling style. This style is developed from the conventional idea. There are 5 elements in this model, which are integrating, obliging, dominating, avoiding, and compromising. In his view, dominating and avoiding elements are prohibited. integrating element is acceptable, yet compromising and obliging is the most desirable aspect that manager can use in managing any crisis. Last but not least is wasatiyah. Wasatiyah means moderation in behavior and attitude, balance in worldly needs and the hereafter, but progressive and excellence in thinking and practice. There are 4 aspects in wasatiyah concept. The concept are moderate, just, balance and excellence. When the leaders are being moderate in resolving conflict, the organization can enhance its performance to be more effective and efficient.